Incheon International Airport was once again rocked by the presence of two big names from the K-pop world. Not because of the stage performance, but rather because of the emotional moment involving two BTS members, Jin and Jungkook. When Jungkook arrived in Korea after a long trip from abroad, the public was shocked by the figure of Jin, who came directly to greet the golden magne in the middle of his busy schedule. The moment immediately became a hot topic among the ARMY, BTS fandom, and the public, especially because Jin is known to have just finished his military obligations and is now busy with various personal agendas and activities with BTS. His presence at the airport just to welcome Jungkook's return made many people moved and judged the brother-sister relationship between the two was indeed so strong. Unexpected welcome moment. This incident began when Jungkook landed in Incheon after completing his overseas schedule. As usual, the airport was filled with hundreds of fans and media waiting for the BTS member to arrive. However, among the crowd of cameras and the shouts of fans, an unexpected figure appeared, Jin. Dressed in simple casual clothes, Jin was seen waiting in a special area to greet Jungkook. As soon as Jungkook walked out of the arrival door, a warm look was immediately seen between the two. Jin greets with a big smile while Jungkook looks shocked and moved to see his hyung come. The simple moment instantly made the atmosphere of the airport even more excited. The ARMY in attendance screamed hysterically, some cried, some recorded a video that has now gone viral on social media with millions of views in just a matter of hours. Why is Jin's presence so special? Many have asked why the presence of Jin at the airport is considered so special. The answer is simple: Jin's current schedule is unusually busy. After completing his military service in December 2023, Jin immediately returned to the entertainment world with various activities. He had to attend brand ambassador events, shoot commercials, prepare music to several variety shows. With all these activities, it's hard to imagine that Jin still has free time to just be present at the airport. However, for Jungkook's sake, Jin seems willing to set aside that precious time. This shows how strong the bond of brotherhood is between them. For many fans, this is not just an ordinary moment. Jin's presence shows a form of sincere support that even though he is busy, he still prioritizes being together with his youngest brother in BTS. Brother and sister bonding in BTS. Since the beginning of the debut, Jin and Jungkook's relationship has often been in the spotlight. Jungkook, who is the youngest member, often relies on Jin as a caring young figure. Jin, who is also nicknamed Worldwide Handsome, not only acts as a member of the group but also often acts like a big brother to Jungkook. ARMY must still remember the various moments of their interaction on stage and behind the scenes. Starting from Jin, who often teases Jungkook, to Jungkook, who always relies on Jin when he feels tired. The closeness made many fans refer to the two as real Hyung and Dongsing. The moment at the airport this time seemed to repeat the story. Jin attended, not because of an official agenda or work schedule, but because he wanted to personally welcome Jungkook. Fans' reaction: real Hyung! Didn't take long, the keywords Jin and Jungkook immediately entered the ranks of trending topics on Twitter/X, Instagram, and other social platforms. Thousands of comments flowed, ranging from praise, move, to confusion because only the genie was present. Some comments from fans include: Jin Hyung is amazing. He was busy but still had time to come for Jungkook. This is the definition of a true family. It was a simple moment, but it made me cry. Jin has always been a caring brother. Where are the other members? But it's okay, the important thing is that Jungkook has Jin, who is always there for him. The ARMY needs more interaction between Jin and Jungkook like this. Make your heart warm. Fans also flooded social media with photos and videos of the moment. Many edited the rave video cut with emotional music, making it even more viral. Question: where are the other BTS members? One of the things that was also discussed was the absence of other members at the airport. Many are curious why only Jin came to welcome Jungkook. A source from the Korean entertainment industry said that the other members currently have their own schedules. Some of them are still in the military, while others are busy with personal activities and brand collaborations. So, the presence of Jin does not mean that other members do not care, but indeed the condition is not possible. In fact, it makes Jin's presence even more meaningful because he is willing to arrange his schedule for precious moments with Jungkook. Jin and Jungkook, BTS's bond symbol. What happened at the airport is reminiscent of the reason why BTS is so loved. Not only because of their music or appearance, but also the close relationship between the members that look sincere and real. Jin and Jungkook became symbols of that brotherhood. In the midst of busyness, pressure, and busy schedules, they still took the time to support each other. Fans feel this is a clear example that BTS is not just a group, but a family that is always together in joy and sorrow. Hyung and Magne's warm embrace. As soon as Jungkook stepped out of the international arrivals gate, the airport seemed to explode with cheers. But the cheers turned into hysterical shouts mixed with emotion when Jungkook directly approached Jin, who was standing near the line of staff. The two immediately embraced tightly. Jungkook, in his gray hoodie and black hat, was seen holding back Haru's smile. The hug lasted long enough, much longer than just a normal greeting. Media cameras captured the moment, and photos of Jin gently patting Jungkook on the shoulder have now gone viral on the internet. Many soldiers shed tears seeing the moment. It feels like seeing a long-separated family finally come together again, one fan wrote on Twitter. Jin is willing to take the time. The fact that Jin willingly came to the airport, despite the fact that his schedule has been very busy lately with filming variety shows, interviews and musical projects, made fans salute him even more. Many said that Jin really never let go of his role as a big brother for BTS members. According to some media reports, Jin had actually just finished attending the filming schedule the night before, but he still chose to get up early and head to the airport to greet Jungkook. This makes many fans increasingly believe that BTS is indeed built on the basis of a strong emotional relationship. Jungkook looks overwhelmed. Jungkook himself looks surprised and happy to see Jin. Although he tried to smile casually in front of the camera, some fans who filmed up close claimed to see Jungkook's eyes slightly teary. BTS Magne is known to have a very close relationship with Jin. In many interviews, Jungkook often mentions that Jin is a person who makes him feel comfortable since the beginning of his debut. He even once said that Jin was like an older brother who always supported him when he was in doubt about himself. The moment of their meeting at the airport seemed to be a real reminder of how strong the relationship is. Fans hope for BTS reunion. Although Jin and Jungkook's moment alone has made ARMY excited, not a few hope that one day all BTS members can come together completely again at a moment like this. Today, most members are still serving in the military, while others are busy with individual activities. However, Jin's presence for Jungkook gives a glimmer of hope that a full BTS reunion in the future will feel very emotional. Fans imagine what it would be like if all the members were back together in one place. It would be a historic and unforgettable moment. Conclusion: small moments, big meaning. BTS's Jin's welcome moment for Jungkook at the airport might seem simple. No grandiose stage, no elaborate choreography, just a warm hug and a sincere smile. However, it is precisely that simplicity that makes this moment so precious. ARMY sees that behind the global popularity, behind the busy schedule, BTS is still a human being with a strong sense of love, friendship, and bonding. Jin shows that he is a true big brother, while Jungkook is reminded that he is never alone. This warm welcome is proof that the BTS family is always there for each other, whenever and wherever. Fans are also increasingly looking forward to other emotional moments that will continue to strengthen the bond between the members.